Hello, today is 10/16 of 25, and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet in April of 2024. It is currently 10 a.m., and I have just made myself some coffee. So I used 1 cup of Silk unsweetened coconut milk and then a bunch of powders. So I've got a serving of whey isolate protein powder, a serving of collagen, um, a teaspoon of psyllium husk just to add some more fiber into my diet and help me feel full for longer. I have been doing this for a couple of days, and it does help me feel full like longer during the day, but where I really need it is at night. So I'm gonna I'm gonna actually use it this morning, and I'm gonna try and figure out a way to get it in at night too. So we'll see what happens. And then I also added a electrolyte packet. This is Salty brand. I'm gonna have a sugar-free, gluten-free donut. This from Conscious Comforts, which is a local bakery in my area. And then I am going to be leaving. I'm going to be gone for a large part of the day. So I'm going to take my lunch with me. I'm going to make myself just a little simple tuna salad wrap. So just some tuna and some mayo, salt and pepper, and then I'll put it into an egg life wrap. This is roasted garlic and herb. It's my favorite kind of these wraps. And then I'll also have a cottage cheese bowl. So I'll use a 1/2 cup of good culture cottage cheese and probably a 1/2 cup of fresh blackberries. It is actually the next day. Um, Last night was rough. A few days ago, I let those on my channel know that I'm just really struggling emotionally lately. And last night was rough. So I didn't record what I made. I was just not capable of doing that with what we had going on. Um, so what I had to eat was I took the cookie dough that I had made a couple days ago. I'll link to that in the description below. That was like really like gummy and like texturally was really hard to eat, but the flavor wasn't bad. So I took that and I mixed it with 1 egg and a 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and made it into waffles. So the waffles were a bit dense. I I know now there's other things I could have also done to help with that, but they were a bit dense, but they were okay, and like we were able to eat them, and it was much better than eating the gummy cookie dough mixture that we had. So that's one of the things that I had. And then I also had a couple of andouille sausages from Good and Gather. I really like this brand of andouille sausages, and I just put them in egg life wraps. This is roasted garlic and herb, and then I put in some roasted red pepper too. Um, a couple update, or I mean, I guess an update on the fiber. So I've been adding psyllium husk to my coffee in the mornings to help me feel fuller. Um, Largely because I am having like some mental health struggles. And so that in and of itself is making it like making me want to eat more. Just it's like that comfort eating kind of thing. And so I just want to kind of curb that, particularly in the evenings. That's when it's just really, really hard for me. And I feel like being miserable all evening is like just adding more stress to my already stress that I've got going on. So I've been adding it to my coffee and it has been helping with like my hunger like throughout the day. And I think it did help a little bit in the evenings too, but still not enough. So the last couple of days, I have added it to like my evening meal, either as like for my wraps, I just sprinkled it onto my wraps. Um, and or like and then one night I added it to my electrolyte drink, which isn't the best way to have it, but it was just a way to get it into my body, and that really it just really really has helped to kind of like stay, not that the thought isn't there, that emotional eating thought is still there, but it's so much easier. It's not stressing me out. I'm not like miserable because it's like, yeah, but I'm full. So it is doing what I intended to do. So I ended up with about 1,400 calories. My protein is 170, my net carbs are 29, and my fat is 57. I am in a higher caloric deficit than I particularly care for, but it's all I could do. I'm not going to worry about it unless I have like days and days of a low caloric deficit. Okay, that should be a high caloric deficit. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.